Hi, and thanks for coming to the channel. If you're as crazy as me about human potential and making massive radical changes in your life, then you're in the right place. Just wanted to say hi quick. I'm Eric. This is A Few Moments with Eric, and here's the next video about this. I've made videos in the past about the system, and everything that I've found out, and I find I all find it to be true. It's not about truth. It's not about what's true and what's not. It's about how you handle that, right? Like, I'm working on, and I went through a phase in my life, you know, all these dark nights of the soul, or maybe it was just one big span of it, and I'd get little breaks where I'd feel better or whatever, but I'd go right back into this dark night and this shadow state, right? Getting into the shadows of your being. So the system, the government, the agencies, and the people behind them, right? They're not the people you see on the TV screen. They're the puppets. They're the puppeteers. They're the ones that just get up there and they're told what to say and all that kind of stuff. You know, there's some beings of some sort, an energy source of some sort that's behind all that, behind the scenes. I used to really hate it. I used to really be like, you know, and I'm still processing all this and still going through it all. But it's not really like, it's not about that. It's like, it's this piece that at times, and I think the span of humanity and all that will show up because it's needed, right? It's needed for humanity and people to wake up and shift their ways, right? Now, you could look at it from a lot of different angles, and trust me, I'd probably be there with you, you know, saying, you know, it's not necessary, and it's so atrocious and all these different things, because it is, and it can be. But also beautiful at the same time, because there's a lot of things that transpired in this world over the past couple of years that motivated me to make changes and moved me to make changes in my life that were absolutely perfect. So what I'm getting to and what I want to say here is, I'm coming from a state of love now, grace, and it's like and also where that leads me is disengagement, right? Just disengaging from it, and that comes in and ties into all the freedom stuff that I'm talking about, being peaceful and freedom and free, and setting boundaries was another thing that I wanted to talk about, how important that is. And when you set up all these pillars in your life, when you get well physically and emotionally, and you become emotionally more intelligent and more mature, and your physical body's operating the way it is, and your spirit, you're connecting and you're practicing and you're dialing into that, everything else will fall into place. And so what I wanted to get to was, and I want to share, because I'm proud of and where I've come, is I'm no longer like viewing the system as a bad thing. Or I've been on this actually for a while, and then I was watching something and they reiterated it in there, and I was like, yes, I totally agree with that 100%. It's just like, it's disengaging. It's once you disengage and don't give something your energy anymore, it will go away. So the only reason why these things exist in this world is because people are giving it their energy. They haven't woken up to things. They're still programmed. They're still mind controlled. They're still, you know, and it's like you hold a space for them, a loving, compassionate space for them, because I once was one of these people. There's no doubt. I was once believed all kinds of things that aren't true in this world, because it is kind of crazy to wake up to, and you're like, wow, really? Like, they're really going to that much effort? And this is another key point that I can make, is there's probably billions, millions and billions, I don't know what the number is. There's a lot of money spent on keeping you believing things that aren't true. So, like, think about how special, or what's going on within you. That divine spark, that spirit, is so special that somebody that's not of that alignment or not of that energy would go to that length to make sure that you don't wake up to certain things. Because if you wake up to certain things, and I wake up to certain things, and you do, and everybody else in humanity does, that thing doesn't exist anymore. Well, if you made it this far, you're as crazy as I am about human transformation and living the best life ever. Creating radical change, pursuing freedom, and the most amount of freedom and peace that we can in this life. I hope you enjoyed the video I posted today and that you just watched. I hope it was inspiring and motivating and you're more loving and forgiving with yourself and others today. That's my biggest driver and purpose and meaning here, is to be of service to humanity through these videos. Thanks for watching again. Like, subscribe, and share these videos on whatever platform you find this. That would be one of the best ways you could support me as well. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.